Hey, welcome to Lead a Life Uncommon. I'm Mary Bicknell, former psychotherapist and sales training turned business success coach for female entrepreneurs and business owners ready to jump off that plateau, my friends, smash through your income ceiling and simplify every single thing in your life and business so you can have some time back. Yeah. Remember that free time? That's why you started your business in the first place, so you could do all the other kind of cool stuff of life. So maybe you're here because you need to tweak your marketing, your selling, or your offer. Maybe it's time to stop sabotaging, dump the fear, up level your mindset, and allow yourself to make all the money you crave while living out your purpose. If you're ready to make everything simpler, get more productive, have more free time, and truly lead a life uncommon, this is your go-to podcast. Weekly biz bites, deep dives, and interviews will ensure you're going to get the answers. Ready? Let's go. Overcomes any objections. And the W stands for willing and wanting to do it, to buy your offer, to work with you. We are not in the convincing game. Today, we're going to be talking about selling, and I want to start with, we are not in the convincing game. We are not in the arm twisting game. Okay. So your job is to create and review and evaluate your offer consistently and update it so that you are on the edge of the best offer for your best future clients, not building for your current client base, but for the future. We talked about 3 core elements that will make it a no-brainer. I want this now. Make sure you listen to that. Number 2, masterclass number 2 was all about client attraction. And when we think about client attraction, we're thinking about marketing. How are we getting lead generation, right? Lead generation to come through our pipeline, our funnel, our client journey. There's a lot of jargon and language around it. I just think about it as client attraction is a must-have for you to be able to have clients find you. You don't want to be a secret. So we talked about the 3 most effective ways to tap into the current demand that's present now, right? Here's the thing. We are not trying to sell to people who don't want something. They don't have a problem to be solved, or they're not even aware that what they're doing is a problem. That happens all the time, you guys. People want to sell and create these offers and sell it. And because, and I'm air quoting here, right? They need it. They need it. And I can help them. Help people who want to be helped. That's the W in now, right? Willing and wanting to be helped. Willing and wanting to buy your service. You tapping into the demand and understanding the hybrid marketing system about high touch ads and automation will simplify your entire business. Today, what we're talking about, enrolling and selling clients. So look, oh, I love this topic. You guys, I love this topic. And one of the other, in the design a results-oriented offer, review or update your offer, we talked about lifetime return on investment. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be sharing with you, uncovering why the 5-step art of the ask process allows you to have a real sales call, a real conversation that doesn't have you feeling slimy or pushy. Do you have any idea what to say so that they are a big yes? Do you confidently share your rate about the investment? Do you say no to the non-best ideal client? Is like your 1-star people? Are you signing 1-star people out of fear? What if you had a tight, value-packed 5-step process like the art of the ask to have a real conversation about working together? See, if you do your client attraction right, here's the thing. Pay attention. This is your golden nugget. Write this down. When you have great marketing, when you're tapping into the demand that's already there, people are already looking, raising their hand. I want to find the thing. I need to find this thing. When you do that, let me tell you, your sales conversations are just exciting, fun. Why? Because your marketing should already do all the selling for you as well. We shouldn't have people come to a call and be like, what are you doing again? Like, if that happens to you, you've got a problem with your marketing. If that happens, no. Everything, here's the good news about business. There's a continuum, and every one of the 7 pillars that I like to work with clients with, there's 7 key pillars that every single business, whether it's a $1 billion business or a startup business or a mom and pop, these 7 pillars are the thing that will keep the structure in your entire business. You must master these things. One of them is selling, one of them is marketing. Okay. So if you have people coming to sales calls or showing up or messaging you or whatever the hell they're doing, and they are the wrong people, they are not your 5-star client. Guess what? It's because of whatever you're saying. Your client attraction process is not tapping into the right people. You're tapping into a demand that you don't want. Okay. So we want to only talk to 5-star clients, our very best clients. We're always thinking about our best clients. Why is that? Well, I think you probably know as well as I do that when we work with people who are not our 5-star clients, not a best client, not our best perfect ideal client, what happens? I don't know about you, but I'm not happy. I'm less than thrilled. I am less than thrilled about showing up. I personally, as much as I want to just show up 1,000%, I'm probably not showing up 1,000%. That's the truth. If you're dragging people, now look, that doesn't happen to me anymore, but that happened in the beginning. My gosh, it was horrible. It was terrible. I would be so excited talking about, my offer. This is who I can help. And I didn't realize that the words I was actually saying or the way I was showing up was just like drawing in people I did not want to work with. But because I didn't fully understand client attraction, showing up, only thinking about saying the words to attract your best ideal client, I was saying things that I didn't realize. So then when I got on a sales call, it felt hard, guys. It felt challenging. I had 35 no's in a row before number 36 said yes. I'm going to tell you a couple of the things I did wrong today in this masterclass. And then I'm going to tell you the 5-step process. Okay. And I want to invite you. You're here because you want something different. I want to invite you to get on a call with me, marybicknell.com/call with Mary. Whether you become a one-on-one client or you sign up to participate in one of our small next level groups where they're small and they're intimate and everybody gets to know each other and we really support each other. And we're looking at selling, maybe speaking on stages, putting together a talk to sell. If you're tired of being on social media all the time, hello, I am. Social media is so good. We want a value vault of our marketing so that when people find us, they can consume our brilliance and then get on a sales call. But there's other ways for you to get out there. And one of the ways is speaking. I believe this is when you're listening to this, we're still in 2022, and there is starting to be a mass exodus offline because people miss seeing people post-COVID. Okay, enough of that. All right. Let's talk about some of the really core things here. Ready? So number one, we want to think about when we think about our best clients and we're selling to them. Again, your marketing should be bringing in your best clients. By the way, in case you're new to me, I'm Mary Bicknell. I am a business success coaching consultant for women entrepreneurs and small business owners. So my clients are service providers. In other words, they're the face of their business. You're providing the service. So whether you're an attorney, whether you're a chiropractor, whether you're a therapist, whether you're a photographer, whether you are a closet organizer, or you're an author, you are the face of your business. And you have an offer that you want to give to the world. I'm here to help you do that. You probably are seasoned, you probably have some experience, and you've hit a plateau. What we do is we look at these 7 pillars. We simplify your entire business. We get you off that income plateau and make sure that you get at least 10 hours back in your life so that you can have more free time. Because isn't that why you decided to have your own business? Yes. And isn't that why you're here? You want to learn how to sell, right? You want to learn how to sell. So here are some of the tips for you. First of all, let me tell you what I did wrong, right? I said I did 35 no's in a row. I was like, oh my God. And I was very frustrated. I have to be candid. Can you imagine? First of all, this was 8 years ago. 35 no's in a row, and I almost gave up. But there was something inside of me. So I want to offer this to you. There was something inside of me that was looking around to the marketplace and looking at other people thinking, now I'm going to be candid. I was thinking, oh my God, I actually know more than that person. I actually know more than they do. And how is it that they're making so much money? How is it that they're getting, on stages? How is it that they're speaking there? How is it that they are being interviewed? I freaking know more stuff, right? So I have a bachelor's and a master's in social work. I was a clinical social worker, but I was also a sales trainer. I've been an entrepreneur forever. In fact, I have a degree in interior design and I had a design practice. So I've been around online and offline for 20 plus years, guys. But when I started this evolution of my business, my current business, and I was just learning to be online and I was just learning to do speaking gigs, I looked around and I fell prey to comparing myself. And I didn't understand how to actually sell my new service. So maybe you have been really great at what you're doing. And maybe you've gotten to the place where you've like been the finder, minder, and grinder, right? Like you got to find the clients, you're doing the work, you're minding the store. And what happens is that you can only go so far. And that's what we're talking about as far as a plateau or an income ceiling or a time wall, right? Like you hit the crazy busy wall. You hit the burnout. You just smash right into that burnout wall. So what got you to where you are today is never going to take you to where you're going. Just like these 35 sales calls in a row, what happened is I had to stop and evaluate what went well. What was I doing right? Were these people that I was having client attraction, which was masterclass number 2, so go back and listen to it. Was I attracting my best client and I just was crappy on sales calls? Were these the wrong people? Then I had to say, okay, what went right? So I was like, okay, yes, these are the right people. So what went wrong? I started recognizing, here's my mistakes. Here it's coming, right? Okay. Here's the problem. When someone gets on a sales call, you have to have the idea that you are there to serve them, not, arm twist them. You're really there to serve them. And I fully believe that. I believe strongly that a sales conversation and someone saying yes and signing up with you is transformational in and of itself. 100%. When somebody says yes to getting help, when somebody says yes to getting support and they back it up and they invest in themselves, in that moment, it's magic. In that moment, it's a transformation. Think about, when have you signed up for something and you're just like, oh my God, I just can't believe I did that. And I'm so proud of myself, right? The very first time I hired my coach, I sweated through my shirt. I'm not a big sweater. I sweated through my shirt. What happens is because I'm a helper, I was a therapist for a long time. Because I did that, when people would tell me their problems, I wanted to solve them in the moment. Of course I did. And so what happened is I started helping solve a problem in the moment. Here's what the problem with that is. When people started saying, oh my God, Mary, that's so good. Let me go get some paper, write that down. That's a clue that you're over delivering. And what happens is, although it's from the right idea, it actually is, I want to reframe this. I want to turn your thinking around on this. When we over deliver and we answer in the moment, we're not actually serving people, we're failing people. Because what happens is those 35 people thought that was the answer. They thought the answers that I gave them were enough. But you and I know that when we're providing a service, people need accountability. They need somebody to walk the path with them. They need somebody to walk along while they're implementing and they fall down and they get up and they're doing the thing. Whether you're a divorce attorney and you're going through the process with somebody, if you're just like, here's the paper, sign them, and you never really walk alongside of them while they're going through their emotions or what have you, we're failing them. We're failing them. So when I started realizing I'm not here to give everything, I'm not here to put a Band-Aid on it, because what happened is people come with a desire for change because they're in that now. I need this fixed now. And what happens is when we give so much information, we release that tension, the tension that they're feeling. And we really, our goal is to release that during the relationship, during the process, during the implementation of your intellectual property, your methodology. That is what creates sustainable change for clients. Not a quick phone call where I'm just going to answer a couple questions and people are crying. Thank you. Oh my God. I feel bad. I guess really what it is I feel bad because I feel like I just did those people such a disservice because there were so many I could help. But once I started really getting, wait a minute, let me go back to my old school days where I used to sell and let me implement part of a process and let me just not wing it. I kind of was cocky. I was like, although I had been in sales before, I'd been in sales and the top in my company, I'd earned cars and stuff like that. And that was very process oriented. There was this system. Okay. There was a system that I followed in order to earn cars and make money. But when I have my own, but that was for somebody else, right? I was selling somebody else's product. But for myself, my own business, I'm the face of my business. I kind of thought I could wing it. I kind of thought, well, I know enough about how I can help people. I'm just going to talk about that. And that was the problem. I didn't use a structure. And then that's how I formulated the art of the ask, this 5-step process to walk someone through that illuminates where they're stumbling and helps them design a plan for transformation. And the implementation of that plan is what we do together. And part of the plan has to include what I talked about in masterclass number 1 about designing a results-focused offer, package, service, whatever you want to call it. Really designing or refining, my friends, what you already have. So go back and listen to it. If you already have something, you need to refine it according to some of the tips I gave you in that masterclass. Or of course, reach out to me. Let's refine it together. I'm happy to help you implement. But we know that we can design a plan with somebody on our calls. So they have an aha about, oh my God, I didn't know these 7 pillars existed. I'm only doing 2 things right. Well, let's work on these other 5 things together. Here's the plan. And now we're going to execute them together so that they actually have the result that they want. They are off that plateau. They are making more money. They're enjoying their business again. They're feeling like the CEO. They're feeling like the rock star. There's a plan for the future. Now, whatever it is for you, maybe you help people lose weight. Maybe you're an attorney. Maybe you're a chiropractor. Whatever the thing is, there's a plan, right? And that plan is really the steps in your methodology. That's the secret here. So really, we're talking about the steps in your methodology, and we're talking about it with that potential client. And we're also, here's the final piece. We're also looking at what's the lifetime return on investment and helping people see that. Because here's the truth. What happens is when you get to the point where you're sharing your costs, sharing the rate, sharing the investment, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, 10 grand, 100 grand. People may have a hiccup for a second. Now, here's the truth. Your best 5-star clients, my friends, when you've marketed to them well and they're on that sales call and they want the result that you are offering, money is never an objection. Let me say that again. When you effectively market to your best ideal client, money is never objection. Let me tell you the truth. When I get on a call with my best 5-star clients where I'm like, oh my God, 100%, this is thrilling because the outcome is exactly what we talk about. They never think twice about the investment. They never think twice about it. They might have okay, let me say it like this. They might have a little oh, and then they get it though. They're willing to invest for their lifetime return on investment. So what do? I help them simplify their business. We look at everything. What are you offering? Where are you doing it? Where's your marketing? How are you showing up? How's your mindset? Are you sabotaging yourself? Do you have imposter syndrome? Are you afraid? Do you want to do speaking gigs, Facebook ads? We come up with the strategy specific for their business. Unless it's in that small business program I was telling you about, next step, next level. That's really more about not creating a new offer, but selling that new offer. We talk about selling. We talk about selling from the stage, creating a talk. We're taught and mastering sales conversations, which are so much fun. Imagine right now when you have a sales call and it shows up on your calendar and you know that your marketing is tight. Imagine closing 80% of your calls. Oh, it's so amazing. So standard is 20%. Like, most people can practically just throw any old thing out there and they should be able to be closing 20% of all sales calls. Then we evaluate, are they your best clients? So if those people, you did a beautiful job of marketing, we came up with a strategy marketing plan and you're like, yes, these are my best clients. Oh my God, but only 2 out of 10 closed. You know what? Here's the good news. When we master, and I can help you master your sales calls, imagine just closing 2 more people. That's 40% without doing any other work with your marketing. Oh, it's so exciting. What about 8 out of 10 with no more marketing than you've already done? Because you've mastered your marketing message, and you're bringing to you your best ideal client through your client attraction mechanism. So part of this is learning to talk about the lifetime return on investment. What is that? Return on investment, again, there's 3 pillars. Write this down. There's three categories that we really want to look at, making sure that we talk about with every sales call: time, emotions, and money. No matter what you're selling and what your service is, all 3 of those are critically important. And we can always find how your offer will help people make more money, make more time, make more good feelings about themselves. How? Even if, imagine somebody, you teach people how to lose the last 10 pounds. Do you think she's going to feel more confident? Great. Do you think she's going to have more time not standing in front of a mirror feeling like crap all the time? Yes. Do you think maybe she's going to feel more confident with her career? Probably. Maybe you're a divorce attorney for 50-year-old divorced women. Do you think that when you help them navigate having boundaries, is sticking with, the what result that you want for their divorce agreement, when you help them be more calm, like all of these things, we're looking at that. So when we think about that transformation will last somebody a lifetime, that's value. Not just the short window you're working with. Let me give you an example. 2 clients literally within the last, one was about a month ago, and then one I want to say was about 6 weeks ago from this timing of this recording, or this masterclass, excuse me. 2 people. One told me she lost 35 pounds and one told me she lost 40 pounds. So these are the intangibles that we don't even talk about on a sales call. I wasn't like, Ann, you're going to feel so much more confident and maybe you'll lose 30 pounds. No. It's the byproduct of the lifetime return on investment. Do both of these women feel more confident about their businesses? Yes. Do both of these women have more time? Yes. And in that more time, guess what they're doing? Taking better care of themselves. Are they making more money with their new confidence and their leaner physical bodies? Yes. And it's irrelevant about the leaner physical bodies. Is it more about they took care of themselves? Got it? All right. So let's walk through the 5 phases, the 5-step art of the ask. We're building rapport. We're asking what the problem is. Okay. We're building rapport. We're asking what the big dream is, what the big problem is, what have they tried, and is there any reason why we can't get started? Those are really the 5 steps. We want to build rapport. We want to find out what their big dream is. And this is my language, right? Because I help you create a big, bold life in biz, and we talk about different dreams and breakthroughs. What's the big dream? What's the big problem? What have they tried? Here's the truth. You probably want to work with people who have tried something before. My best clients have tried some things. Why? Because that means they value their own growth. They value investing in themselves. So if they've tried different things, maybe they're coming to me with the next, because they want the next level. They have hit that plateau. Maybe they hired somebody in the beginning. They hired somebody after 3 or 4 years. Now they're 3, 4, 5 years in, 10 years in, 15, 20 years in, and they have hit a plateau, but they've had people support them, but they want me to help them with the next level. They want me to help them catapult. So my private coaching is really helping them catapult off that plateau. So rapport, big dream, big problem. What have you tried? And is there any reason why we're not starting? Here's one of the, I'll end with this. Here is one of the sentences I say to people, right? I say simply, tell me why you think I'm a good fit. Does that feel pushy? Does that feel spammy, slimy? Let me tell you why it's actually of greatest service. If I say, well, why do you think I'm a good fit? Well, first of all, I know my people get on the call with me. I am a good fit. I know that, but it's more important that she knows that. Because I want her to feel confident. I want her to feel secure in her decision. I want our relationship is built upon trust, right? When I'm in a coaching relationship or a consulting relationship with my clients, we're in it. Like, here's the truth. It's my time too, just like it's your time. So I want to be in a relationship and I want to have a consulting client and I want to enjoy the process. I want them to feel the same. So why asking them, why am I a good fit, allows them to think about all the benefits to them about us working together. If somebody was like, well, I don't know, Mary, then clearly I have failed to explain the benefit of us working together or the value that I can help somebody with. So try that sentence with your very next sales call. So I look forward to seeing you again, helping you create a big, bold life in biz. Look, you want to lead a life uncommon? You gotta make changes. You have to be bold enough. And remember, creating a big, bold life in biz. BOLD is an acronym that stands for being a brave, outgoing leader, decide what you want. What is your big dream? Because it's available to you. And I would love to help you do it. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye now.
Hey, I've got something special for you. To get you back some of your time, to have an actual plan, pop over to marybicknell.com/freebie. And the link is also in the show notes. Grab your blind spot breakthrough training. So this is an actual training that I recorded live in one of my programs. And what we're going to do is I'm going to help you bust through 5 blind spots that keep you from having every single thing that you want in your life and your business. You're going to work through these things. You're going to have ahas. You're going to learn what triggers these blind spots to show up. And we're going to create a plan to help you stop doing those things. So make sure when you're done, you send me an email and you let me know all your ahas. And I'll see you on the inside. Oh, wait, don't forget, leave a comment and a 5-star rating. And I'll talk to you soon.